My dear brothers and sisters, the Holy Spirit is obviously Spirit. And because the Holy Spirit is Spirit, it cannot be seen. Because spirits cannot be seen. But in the Bible, we are presented with many images of the Holy Spirit in order to understand, to make us understand the workings of the Holy Spirit. In our gospel this Pentecost Sunday, the image of the Holy Spirit given to us is that of breath, hininga. Jesus, the risen Lord, appeared to His disciples and He breathed on them and He said, "Receive the Holy Spirit." Ang hininga na nanggaling kay Jesus na muling nabuhay, ang Espiritu Santo. And this brings us back to the story of creation when God created man. And I'm sure this story is very familiar to all of us. When God fashioned man from clay, and then God breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Dahil sa hininga ng Diyos, nabuhay ang tao. And so the breath of God is the Holy Spirit. The breath of God, which is the Holy Spirit, gives life. Kaya nga yung ating bawat paghinga, inhale and exhale, that is the Holy Spirit in our life, giving us life. In our first reading, we heard another image of the Holy Spirit. The disciples were gathered in a room, and all of a sudden, they heard a noise like a strong driving wind. And then there appeared tongues as of fire, which parted and rested on each one of them. The Holy Spirit as fire, apoy. And because of this Spirit that came down in the form of fire, the disciples who were locked in a room, who were timid and afraid, all of a sudden went out and began to preach the gospel of Jesus. From being fearful disciples, they were changed. They became courageous, passionate, and zealous disciples of Jesus. The fire of passion inflaming the hearts of Jesus' disciples. The Holy Spirit as breath, giving us life, and the Holy Spirit as fire, making us passionate and zealous disciples of Jesus. My dear brothers and sisters, you know, there are people who seem to be lifeless. Now, they may be breathing, they may be speaking, they may be moving about, but they are without life because they are dry, they are cold, they are gloomy, and they are boring. May na-encounter na ba kayong taong ganito? Yung parang walang kabuhay-buhay. Yung taong araw-araw na lang matamlay. Araw-araw na lang parang pagod na pagod. Araw-araw na lang walang sigla. Araw-araw na lang walang buhay. Very boring people. At tiyak yung mga taong yan, ayaw nating kasama. Sino ba naman ang gusto ng kasama? Napaka-boring. These people who are without life, who seem not to be alive, are people who who are mediocre, people who are pessimistic, people who do not see good things, people who only see problems and difficulties. Alam niyo po, sa mga meeting na dinadaluhan ko, maraming iba't ibang tao akong nai-encounter. May mga tao na kapag sa meeting ganito, yung parang walang kabuhay-buhay. Yung kapag pinag-uusapan ng mga bagay-bagay, sasabihin, ay hindi natin kaya yan. Nasubukan na namin yan, hindi naman nag-work. Huwag na lang tayong mag-ambisyon ng malaki, yung simple na lang. Baka hindi natin kayanin. Parang walang drive, walang ambisyon, walang gustong marating. Alam nyo sino yung masarap kasama sa mga meeting, sa mga usapan? Yung maraming naiisip. People who see good things. People who are always hopeful. People who have vision. People who are enthusiastic. People who see beyond the impossible. Yung bang magsasabing, hindi, kakayanin natin yan. Gagawin natin yan. Maganda yan. Subukan natin yan. Yan ang mga taong buhay na buhay. You know, the reason why there are people who seem to be lifeless is probably because they are without passion. And passion is important in life. The fire of passion given to us by the Holy Spirit. Someone said that a life without passion is the slow way to freeze to death. Kapag walang kapasyon-pasyon ang buhay mo, cold ka. Nang lalamig ang buhay mo, and you will freeze to death. Because the Holy Spirit is breath, we must be alive. Because the Holy Spirit is fire, we should be full of passion. Because we are given the Holy Spirit. People with passion are full of hope. People with passion can change the world for the better. We do not need more boring people. We need driven, exciting, enthusiastic, and passionate people. People who are truly alive. You know, when I was working as secretary to Cardinal Tagle, some young people met him and invited him to a gathering of young people at the World Trade Center in Pasay. Sabi nila, Cardinal, magmisa ka naman doon sa gathering namin. No, marami kami. And so we checked the schedule. And we saw that that day, a Saturday, was already very full. May breakfast meeting at 7, may talk at 9, and then in the afternoon, sunod-sunod yung mga kausap ni Cardinal, a fiesta mass in one parish at 5:30. Kaya sabi ni Cardinal, puno na yung schedule ko. Sabi ng mga kabataan, Cardinal, kahit anong oras isingit nyo kami, maghihintay kami. Sabi ni Cardinal, kung 8 o'clock, sabi nila, oo, sige po, okay sa amin yan. Akala ko hindi na okay dahil gabing-gabi na. So okay daw, 8 o'clock. So sabi ni Cardinal, from my last mass, 5:30, maybe we'll finish 7 o'clock. I will go from there to the World Trade Center for your 8 p.m. mass. And so that day came. Sunod-sunod yung schedule namin kung saan-saan kami pumupunta. And then after that 5:30 p.m. Fiesta Mass, we were already on our way to the World Trade Center. At si Cardinal, pagod na pagod na. Nagkakandatulog na sa sasakyan. Nag-headbang pa nga. Talagang bumabagsak yung ulo. Sabi ko, pagod na siya. At pagod na rin ako. And so I began messaging the organizers and said, let us just have a simple mass because the Cardinal is already very tired. No, wala nang insenso. Maybe we can just recite some parts, wala nang masyadong singing, so that it will just be a short mass and the Cardinal can go home immediately because he is very tired. Gusto ko rin sabihin, kasi ako rin pagod na. gusto ko nang umuwi. And so we reached World Trade Center, and true enough, there were thousands of young people, very energetic, even after a whole day's activity. So the mass started, sabi ko, maikling misa na lang tayo, sabi ko doon sa mga server, para makauwi na kaagad si Cardinal. And so we began the mass, and during the entrance hymn, everyone was singing. During the Gloria, naku, ang lakas ng kanta, very energetic, full of life yung mga kabataan. And because of that, si Cardinal na pagod, naku, na-energized na naman. Nahawa sa energy ng mga kabataan. And then, when he preached this homily, sabi ko, siguro maikli na lang to. Kasi pagod na siya, maghapon na nagsasalita. What I thought would be a very short homily turned out to be a 45-minute homily. Kaya yung misa namin natapos almost 10 in the evening. At meron pa siyang time makipagpicturan sa kanila. Now that is being fired up by the Holy Spirit. That is what passion is all about. You know, I feel very passionate this afternoon. Are you ready for a 45-minute homily? My dear brothers and sisters, as we celebrate Pentecost Sunday, we bring to a close the Easter season. Because the Holy Spirit is the gift of the risen Lord to the church and to each one of us. And as St. Paul tells us in our second reading today, the Holy Spirit has been given to us for some benefit, for service, for mission, for works of charity, for works of love. Lahat po tayo tumanggap ng Espiritu Santo nung tayo'y binyagan at kumpilan. Lahat tayo ay tumanggap ng Espiritu ng Diyos na hininga, nagbibigay ng buhay at apoy na nagpapalagablab ng ating damdamin. And because all of us have received the Holy Spirit, that is breath and fire, no Christian should be dull, dry, cold, and boring. Because we have all received the Holy Spirit, every one of us should be passionate, should be zealous, should always be full of life. Walang Kristiyanong papatay-patay at walang Kristiyanong hindi masigla dahil lahat tayo tumanggap ng Espiritu Santo na nagbibigay buhay, sigla, at nagpapaalab ng ating puso. And so, be alive, be passionate, be full of the Holy Spirit.